Hey all, Hiba here. So today I'm back with another build here, and this one is going to be an all-out AP build for American battleships. And that's not to say this is the best build out there, I don't think it is, but I'm still going to show you how to go all out in this build here, right, with AP damage. But if you want to mix and match this build with other builds, of course you should go ahead, and I will also do specific, like more balanced builds. But this is, going to an extreme, which will be pure AP damage. So the best commander for this build here is Azure Lane, New Jersey. If you don't have her, you can go with Sims as well. That's almost as good. But New Jersey has a special perk that makes her very, very suitable for this build here, right? So first of all, let's just look at her base trait here. So shields that travel more than 10 kilometers deal an extra 5% damage. So that's not just AP, that's also HE, I'm assuming. But this build here is focused on AP damage. So let's look at the inspirations first. And this guy here, he requires a little bit of an explanation because Arthas the Cold, if you put him on as an inspiration here on your American AP battleship build, you will do an additional 20% damage when your catapult fighter is up. So when your catapult fighter is in the air or you're using it, you will do 20% more damage. But the duration of your fighter is cut down drastically. It's with this build here right now, it's about 25 seconds that it lasts, right? So you can get off maybe one, maybe two salvos during that plane ride. So you will of course use this when you have someone showing broadside and you are almost certain you're going to get like a huge hit, right? Then you pop your plane and you should do 20% extra damage if you're lucky, right? Especially if you get citadels, right? So this inspiration working in tandem with New Jersey's special skill, which we'll get to later, that's the secret with this build here. So the second inspiration is more traditional, it's just Celiax here that gives you 5% extra AP damage. Now do keep in mind that this damage, this build here doesn't concern itself at all with dispersion or accuracy, right? So this is all about AP damage, and you should probably not build all into AP, right? You want some precision or accuracy as well. But again, I'll do another video on a precision build, and then you can choose, do you want to go all precision, all AP, or do you want to do like a sort of mix, right? So New Jersey is a premium commander, so if you don't have her, you can use Sims like I said before, but a huge part of this build will be lost on him. But anyway, in the first row, I choose Flammable Cannoneer here, and just gives you better grouping and more range, which is always nice, right? Second row, we get 10% more AP shells damage as the primary reason. We also get better traverse speed, and your ship is a little bit slower, but it doesn't matter much in a battleship. So for the third row, we do on second thought, because you get a little bit faster reload with this build here. The shell switching is also nice, but it's not the primary reason. And that brings us to New Jersey's special skill here that's called Don't You Just Love It? Like, it gives you 15% extra damage on a citadel strike, right? 15%. And on top of that, you get 7% less dispersion, or better dispersion if you will, right? This is huge, 15% extra citadel damage. Plus, don't forget, this is where Arthas, our first inspiration, comes in, because he gives you 20% extra damage while your plane is up, right? So if you get a good broadside and you have New Jersey and you have Arthas as an inspiration and you pop your plane up, you could potentially do 35% extra damage if you get a citadel hit. Look, that is nuts. That's almost crazy. But yep, lots of people run not this exact build, but at least Arthas as an inspiration, and on New Jersey you will get huge citadel damage. So for the legendary perk, you can pretty much pick whatever you like. I've chosen Fight Fire with Fire, but I mean, you could pick any one of them really. They have no bearing on this build. So this build you can use on pretty much any American battleship, like California, for example, gives you 12,000 AP damage, and pop it on New Jersey, just the namesake of the commander, right? And you'll do 15,000 AP damage, and that's before the 35% potential bonus, right? Keep that in mind. So a Constellation will do 14,200, pretty crazy if you ask me. And Georgia, like the heavy hitter here, you will do 18,000 plus like a potential 35% on top. Don't forget, for this build here to work to its fullest, you will have to pick the catapult fighter as your consumable, not the spotter plane, right? There's a big difference, the catapult fighter. And you can see here it only lasts 25 seconds. Like I said before, the duration is cut by, you know, a lot. So you get 1, maybe 2 salvos off, but it's worth it. Another thing that's not commander related, but still pretty important if you want to get the fullest out of you know, this build here, is you need to take your artillery plotting room mod and make it into an epic mod, right? But upgrading it using 500 steel to do that. Now that gives you a little bit better dispersion, but that's not what this build is about, right? So you actually have to take it a step further than that and upgrade the epic boost to a legendary boost, which will give you 5% extra damage per kill. So if you have 4 kills, you'll do an extra 20% damage on top of the already crazy AP damage, and on top of the potential boost of 35% damage, right? So you know, you're going to do insane damage. Alright, so that was a pure AP damage build here, and keep in mind, like I said in the beginning, you are not getting any dispersion perks here at all. This is all about raw AP damage. So you should consider also adding in or changing an inspiration for precision or accuracy if you want, right? But I'll do another video on that as well. And like I said, if you don't have New Jersey, you can use Sims in a pinch, but really Sims is better suited for a accuracy build, which I will do another video on. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.